Okay, today is going to be a different subject than it was yesterday, and it's going to be very fun for me. It's actually very exciting. But there's a different situation, different set of circumstances that are problematic that I'll explain. It's not about Ubuntu, but right now I am in Ubuntu. I'm using the KDE 3.5 port that was ported over to Ubuntu 8.10 by, I forgot the name of the project, but anyway, so I've stuck my travel drive in there, and I'm going to open it up. First, I'm going to see what's on there. How? Why would I have so many things on my USB drive? Maybe that's because it's so weird. What is going on here? Anyway, that's my travel drive. I don't think I need anything in here at all, and I'm wondering why it's got anything in it. All I need is this Memorex Vault, if at all. I got some DVD from Linux format, and every time I put a USB drive in when I was in Windows, it decided that it wanted to copy all the names of directories into it. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna get rid of that. Who needs that? I don't. This is, of course, Ubuntu, and what I'm doing now is I have a computer that I can boot into multiple operating systems, and what's happening now is I'm deciding I'm going to sacrifice my Windows partition to put in this new operating system I've actually already had a chance to try, but I'm going to do it from scratch here to show you. I'm also going to show you here how to basically set it up from within Linux. It's not that hard to do. So what I'm going to do now is just get all this stuff from my home directory from Windows, which is actually the root directory on my Windows partition, which is devsda8. I'll just call it root, whatever. And I'm just doing this to have an archive. I don't know if anything in here is important or not. It's going to start copying stuff over, and if you notice, there is some delay when you copy things when you're in Linux. If you have 1,000 files that are very small and make up only 1 MB, it's going to take longer than one megabyte file, but you sure as heck don't get the delay or the downtime, or you're not crippled by making copies between your server or your thumb drive. And which, by the way, I guess while it's copying, since we've got a little bit of time here, I'm just going to show a few things I'm able to do here. I have the equivalent of a Windows server setup. It's called Samba, and you'll be surprised to know that just because Samba runs in Linux or Unix or NetBSD, but in this case Linux, doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to any easier connect to it. In fact, for a while it was more difficult to connect to the Samba server from Linux than it was to do so from a Windows machine. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you what I can do. So if you have a Windows server set up somewhere or a Samba server, you'll be able to basically click on. I put the server icon here, but if you went to the system menu, you can go to start with, you can go remote places, and then click on Samba shares, and then this equivalent shows up, but it's labeled a little bit differently. And what I did is I made myself a new icon, and I used that SD colon like a web browser as the pointer, I believe. And then I added the server IP number after that, and I was able to browse no problem. Our production server where all of our files are. If I had all the apps I needed to do my accounting work, well, this would not be a barrier. And this Drobo is a 2 terabyte storage server. It's got different things in there. This doesn't take forever. Don't know why I would copy my desktop. but I have a Samba configuration file in my root directory. Anyway, let's see if their thing. No, theirs doesn't work. I don't think I want to copy all this crap back here. Hold on. If I copy anything yet? No, just make an account. I don't need all that stuff. There's some certain things that might be important, like there was a Broadcom for Windows driver, things of that nature. I don't need to keep my entire cache from Mozilla or click and run or whatever. Some of these stuff I don't think are really all that important. Somewhere not. Copy. Paste, you son of a bitch. Paste. But why is it doing that? I guess one of these Windows ports. Did I have the ports running in there? Yeah, so I got the ports running. That's the way Windows used to look. Oh, I put the ports. Oh boy, I'm not gonna copy over the BSD ports. Forget it. I should just start over again. Son of a. I'll just do this after.